And we're up and running. There we go. Are we walking or smoking? That was a good, what do you call it, gamble right there, because Frankie has been doing his walking every day, guys. You've seen, not every day, but pretty much every day almost, huh?
Yeah. Well, since we've got 2 weeks exactly, well, less than 2 weeks, got 13 days left in the weight loss challenge. I am now I am walking every day.
Yeah.
So
I'll give him this. He's also in first place right now. I'll give you that one.
Thank you.
I'm going to try and take you over. It's going to happen. Give my full.
We also went to the gym today, worked on back, shoulders, a little bit of triceps as well, but mostly back and shoulders. I know a lot of guys out there really like to tone their legs. A lot of guys that like to have those big biceps, big forearms, big triceps, big lats. But I want to be known as a guy with the jack back.
Oh, you want jack back?
I want jack back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to button my button there.
I think you're making a serious flaw right now because you went real hard today. And you're going to get so swole. You're going to be about like 10 to 15 pounds of solid muscle added to your weight by the time we get to that Wednesday. I think it's like, what, a week from Wednesday or something we got to finish?
It's 2 weeks from yesterday, yeah.
So 2 weeks from yesterday, yeah. You're going to be all swole. You won't be able to scratch your own jack back when all this goes down. But at least you will still be able to do this. Cigar to mouth, light the cigar, boom. No amount of muscle should be able to stop you from doing that. Jeff, how you doing, smoking? Look, baby, we're smoking hot. It is pretty hot out there right now, even here in Bakersfield. But guys, we're having the Flor de la Reina Maduro. I think that's how you pronounce all that. I'm gonna just go with that for right now. It is a filler of Honduran and Nicaraguan tobacco with a Dominican binder and an American Connecticut broadleaf wrapper covering over all that beautiful tobacco. It is a very large ring gauge. You can see that on the camera. If you can't, it is, I believe, a 60 ring gauge on this guy. Let me make sure. Wait, come on. I just had it. Nope, I don't have it. I believe this is probably not a 60, maybe like a 58. 58.
This might be a 60.
Maybe. It's a thick guy right here. It's got a little bit of give to it. Not very much, though. It's very tightly compact, so might be quite a long smoke for today. Muscle weighs more than fat. Settle down, you might lose. Yeah, that's exactly what I told him. That's exactly what I've been saying. But I'm just going to let him get jacked. I'm going to let him get jacked back.
I've been doing a lot of cardio. Yesterday I started wearing the plastics, and it was a lot of sweat coming off, so I had to make sure that I hydrated really, really well.
Make sure you don't die on me.
Yeah, I wasn't used to wearing plastic. I haven't worn plastic in a long time, but I did yesterday, and it's definitely a lot more challenging wearing the plastics when you're walking and it's hot outside.
Yeah, I'm not bueno with that. I'm not going to do that at all. That means Miguel will be Frankie's back scratcher. No, I'm just going to let him suffer. Heck, I'm just going to let it happen. Thank you guys all for joining us. I will say this. I'm not going the plastic wrap route. I'm going extra weight. I got a backpack full of 25 pounds of, water bottles. I measured them out. I was like, how much does a water bottle weigh? Well, I could just fill his backpack up. It's a terrible plan. Don't do that. Find something that's heavier than water, because it's a lot of mass there's a lot of volume versus weight.
Mm-hmm.
Just a dumb move. Although I did feel a lot better after the walk. I felt like I got more accomplished. So
yeah,
that was cool. Looks great. Love the color. And that's an American Connecticut. Yes, it is. This is Connecticut broadleaf right here, and it's absolutely wonderful.
Tastes good. I haven't had this cigar in a long time. It tastes good, I'll tell you that much.
It's been a minute. I saw it in the humidor, and I was like, you know what, why not? I do enjoy it. It's just one of those cigars that we don't visit very often.
Right.
And I kind of thought today, why not?
And for those of you guys that joined us last week, we were talking about starting a fantasy football league for the Bakersfield Gentlemen Group, which we've done. So we now have our own fantasy football league on ESPN.com. If you guys want the information to that, we are going to post it in the next few days. So it'll be first come, first serve on those. So Hack, I know you want in, so I'm gonna message it to you as soon as we're done with the show. But I know Jeff's already signed up. We've already signed up as a team, and we've got a total of 20 teams total. So you guys will have plenty of chances to get on board and be a part of the fantasy football league if you guys want in.
The cigar guy missed it. Yeah, no worries. That color it's very nice. It is the Flor de la Reina Maduro. I'm gonna spell that out in the comments real quick. I apologize, just because I could be pronouncing it completely wrong.
And after we went to the gym today, we actually went over to Barnes and Noble because it's right next to it, and I went looking for magazines, and I usually pick up Cigar Snob, which I like a lot. I think it's a good magazine. I like it better than Cigar Aficionado. I think they have better photo shoots in them, which I like. You guys know I'm big on photo shoots, so I like that better in those. And then, of course, I went to go get a book on fantasy football, and I messed up and got one on the draft. I don't know why. I went and grabbed the first one that I saw, and I got the one for the draft instead of fantasy football. So that kind of messed me right there. So I'm going to have to return that one and get one on fantasy football.
This guy.
I also
it is what it is.
I also went to get a book by an author that I like. I will say he is a political author, and his views and his ideas really fall in line with mine. And I went to the front or to the little kiosk to go ask if they had any of his books because I couldn't find them where I was looking. And she's like, "Yeah, you want one by him?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's why I asked for it."
Which one was it?
Michael Knowles.
The first one. Well, that's on her. Do your job.
So it is what it is.
How do I put this? He's a smart guy. Okay? He's got good points. I don't agree with everything he says, but that's how you learn new things, by talking and, not just debating, but literally just being inquirous. I don't know how you want to pronounce that, how you want to say it, to people that have different views than you. And listen to people you do have good views to, Maybe they have a different perspective on it that makes a completely different change than your own. You can't be so closed-minded, especially if you work at a bookstore. Of all places where knowledge should be allowed to just kind of flow where it needs to go.
You would think.
That is annoying. I apologize. But I don't want to deal with that either way. I knew that was going to happen. Almost like immediately. I feel bad because that's on me for prejudging, but I wasn't wrong.
No, you weren't wrong at all.
So either way, bad on me. I say double bad on her, though. So,
yeah.
Bam.
So I've got some cigar news for you guys. Let's get into that. Well, it's still fresh right here on my paper. The PCA, effective yesterday, has canceled all of its lobbying contracts for all the lobbyists it had due to their lack of money. Obviously, they didn't get a hold of the show this year, which brings in a lot of their money. And since they're not able to do that, they have gone ahead and canceled all of their lobbying contracts effective yesterday. Alex, how you doing? Also, in line with that, beginning the 15th of this month, everyone that works for the PCA, including the executive board members, will be on furlough. We'll have to wait and see how long that lasts, but they are doing that on the 15th, and they've ended all of their lobbying contracts effective yesterday.
Exactly. What does that mean for?
It means nobody from the PCA is going to be go lobbying Congress, lobbying statesmen, lobbying local governments. None of that stuff is going to be happening. As far as the furlough goes, I don't know exactly what they're going to do while they're on furlough. All of the deposits that they took for 2020's PCA show have been moved to 2021. I don't know if they're offering refunds for people that might not even want to go now to 2021's PCA show, but it's been applied to their 2021 deposit.
I mean, there are so many things that are coming between now and then that could completely ruin the industry. I mean, who's to say there's a 2021 in this situation? Oh,
yeah.
I heard about the furlough. I heard about that. I understand what's going on. Everyone's cutting back quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's not somewhere we can cut back. It's not.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Alex, we are smoking the Flor de la Reina. It's a big cigar, by the way.
It's a big guy. Comes in different ring gauges. Don't get me wrong. You can get a Robusto in this. But this is what we had.
Yeah.
And this is what we're smoking. And there it is on the board right there, just in case I'm messing up the pronunciation. I think that's pretty correct. I'm gonna say yes.
So I have one more tidbit of sad news, and then I have some good news. For you people in Virginia, your tax has doubled from 10% to 20% overnight
That is
as of yesterday.
Yeah, I heard about that one too.
So from 10 to 20%. That, I mean, for us here in California, 20%, I would gladly take 20%. But for you guys that have been used to paying the 10%, now you got to double that, pay 20. I understand that's going to be a burden. And I'm wondering how that's going to affect smoking patterns and behaviors out there because they're having to pay double the tax.
Only time is going to be able to tell that one. I don't know if people are going to feel it initially. Again, it's still a luxury item. I get it. It's not a necessity. It's not like you're switching your bread because they went really high up on prices on the brand name, so now you got to buy the store bread. It's not like that. But luxury is, how do I put this? You have to have a little luxury in life to make it worth living. You don't want to work your 40-plus hour a week job or get stuck during all this craziness and have nothing to look forward to.
Very true.
A luxury for everybody, a hobby, a certain spirit, heck, a certain sport you like to play. Like if you like to go play football with your buddies in the park or something, that might not be a necessity, but it's a luxury that you definitely need in your life to keep going forward. I think a cigar is just as important as guys who want to have a beer after work or somebody who wants a really fancy coffee from Starbucks. You know, I mean, those get pricey just as quickly. I'm just saying. And they shouldn't tax away your right to your luxury just because somebody else's is deemed healthier. There's plenty of studies that show that all the extra stuff they add into sugar, or all the extra sugar they add into a coffee drink can be way worse for you than a cigar a day. No friggin' problem. And that doesn't have any kind of real regulation to it. Look for comments up. Sorry about that. Thank you guys. But it cuts off right there, brother. See,
and Hack about to cut in light My Father number 5.
Nice, very nice.
Let
me check my phone. Maybe it's cutting over here.
No, I have the same thing.
Oh no! I'm so sorry. He's replying to Alex. That's our bad.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't show us replies on this screen. It shows it on my phone. But yeah, it's the Flor de Loren Maduro in a very large ring gauge, about a 6.5-inch cigar. Pretty dang great. Both of us V-cut, I think, because I only brought a V-cut out. I apologize. But yeah, smoking very well so far. Very slow. I'm guessing because of how dense it is. Look how big this guy is.
But it's nice so far. I'll tell you that much. But on to some good news. There's some cigars that are coming out that I've been looking forward to, and two of them among them are the new Perdomo Reserve 10th Anniversary Box Press Maduro and Sengon, which are due to ship in August. The Maduro is a 6-year-old Cuban seed aged 14 months in bourbon barrels with 6-year-old Cuban seed binder and filler from Nicaragua. The Sengon is a 6-year-old Cuban seed 10 months aged in bourbon barrels with 6-year-old Cuban seed binder and filler from Nicaragua as well. Both of those look amazing. The Maduro is going to come in a blue box, the Sengon in a red box. And even though Perdomo is not one that I really go to a lot, when they do come out with special stuff, I really like to try it. These two are no exception. I'm really looking forward to giving these two a try. If you guys are Perdomo smokers, let me know what you guys think. If you guys are anticipating happily this, or if you're not sure if you're going to smoke it yet. But I can't wait to get these in the shop because I cannot wait to smoke those.
Perdomo making me angry. Every time they come out something new, I got to pick that up and grab another champagne. Come on. What are they doing to me? Trying to break the bank that way. No, I like those champagnes a lot.
Your Lot 23 too.
The Lot 23 is wonderful. Oh, man. But those I can get without grabbing a champagne. I'll grab maybe one Lot 23 and then a Lot 23 Nicaragua. Get my double right there. I'm good for the day.
Right.
Although, I wonder how many of those I can get through in one day, just a Lot 23. I could probably go through quite a few. They're not too heavy. They're, plenty of flavor. Nice woody notes to it. Zyra, how you doing? Thank you for joining us.
VB Cigars in the house.
Love it.
And another cigar that I'm looking forward to very much is the Roma Craft Whiskey Rebellion and Temperance, tarred and feathered. It is a new size for them, 5x56. It's going to be a box press, and it should be shipping around October, they're saying, hopefully, maybe a little bit later, but definitely by the end of the year it will be out. This is just another line added to their Whiskey Rebellions, and this one is going to come in a box press, 5x56.
You little fat guy.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. I'm a big fan of Roma Craft, as you guys know, and their Whiskey Rebellion line is fantastic.
It's my favorite from them. Whiskey Rebellion, #1 in my book. I'm kind of curious about this box press. I really like that torpedo shape, but hey, nothing wrong with something new.
No, nothing at all. They have a few of different sizes in their Whiskey Rebellion line, and this will just be the newest one. I like the name too, Tartan Feather. I think that's a really cool name.
It fits with the Whiskey Rebellion theme. It really does. I'm curious if they're gonna have any kind of cool box artwork. Anything different?
The box it's a standard Whiskey Rebellion box. It says Tartan Feathered 5x56P for pressed.
Yep.
And then I think it says Intemperance on it as well, but that's it. Skip did post a picture of the box and what it's going to look like with the cigars inside of it. And, it's just a standard, plain and simple, nothing super flashy or fancy about a Roma Craft box. They don't do a lot of the laminate colors and stuff. It's just a wood box with that stuff printed on.
You got that little, I believe they do a
fire press thing.
Press too. Yeah. It's no nonsense labeling. I get that. It's very on brand. And I like that. They stick with their design. They stick with their ideals behind what they want to be as a brand. And they stick with the strength level too. They usually keep it pretty knocked up there. So if you guys are a fan of stronger cigars and you haven't yet, I'm sure plenty of you have, try some of your Roma Crafts out there. I would definitely recommend the Whiskey Rebellion in any size, including this box press coming out. But that one's actually not too strong. I find that one to be more on their medium side. Still not light, but medium is as close to light as I think they're going to go.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So on to a little bit of football for you guys. The NFL preseason has been cut from 4 games to 2, with the first round going on August 20th through the 24th.
Okay.
Obviously with everything going on with COVID and a lot of the stadiums still not allowing fans in them, they went ahead and cut the preseason down from 4 games to 2. Each team is going to play 1 home game and 1 away game, which I think is fair. And then they're going to start the regular season after that.
All right, sounds good. With us being in lockdown until the 22nd at least, that's just tentative right now. That's a mandatory 3 weeks for everybody here in California, for quite a few businesses. I think that's even optimistic, thinking starting in August. That's about a month away.
How do you guys like those feral flying pigs, Maduros, having a sale? Never tried them. I like them.
Yeah, they get a big plus.
Yeah.
Big thumbs up in my book.
Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with that. So if you have a chance to get some on sale, I would pick them up.
Yeah. I'm sorry I cut you off.
There will be no supplemental draft this year either. The supplemental draft takes place later than the regular draft, and that's for people that had their eligibility changed since January. If you don't make it to the original draft, but you're able to get eligible after that, you go to the supplemental draft. They will not be doing it. It's only the second time since like the 70s they haven't had it. And that's going to affect a lot of people that wanted to get in on the second round of the draft, but aren't going to be able to. So
what's the reason behind that though? Couldn't they just do it remotely?
They just said they weren't going to do it. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I kind of get it. I feel like that's gonna dash some hopes right there.
It is. It really is. I feel bad for the players that we're looking forward to being in the supplemental draft, but just this year it's not going to be.
Yeah. I mean, what's like an average career for an NFL player? They're not very long.
I mean, look at Tom Brady. I mean, he's been going for decades.
Let's be more reasonable here for the guys who aren't your Tom Brady's. All right, it's not super long. You're looking at like 10 years tops usually, and you take that draft away even right now. That's just narrowing that gap for him.
Yeah,
and there's more guys coming up too, so that's rough. Plenty of people who are coming from football, from college, wanting to go into that draft. They're going to be hungry. That's just that's rough. That's really rough.
Yeah, it definitely is. And in some good news, in my opinion, Cam Newton signed with the Patriots. That was actually something that I wanted him to do a long time ago, to be a backup for Tom Brady, to eventually take over the team from Tom. Cam Newton's been one of my favorite players since he joined the league. Obviously, the last few years he's been playing with some injuries, but
3.5 years.
But I'm hoping he's back to how he was a few years ago. And if he's able to get there again, you guys, he's going to be amazing with the Patriots, in my opinion. Now he's getting guaranteed $500,000, which is really low. His contract is base of 1,050,000, something like that. It's really low. It's like the veteran minimum.
Wow, that is super low.
And he has incentives that are worth 6.45 million. So total $7.5 million total he can earn for this next season if all the incentives are met. A lot of people have said good and bad about it. Richard Sherman, who is a cornerback for the San Francisco 49ers, was very vocal about it, saying that they're disrespecting him. Where Cam Newton said it's not about the money, it's about the respect and the chance to play for this team. Because they're giving him a chance.
So he really wants to
be there. Wants to play. And I think if he has the drive and he's healthy, it's going to be an amazing fit. It was such a good fit in the eyes of what do you call them? Speculators, that they went from the Patriots not winning the AFC East to and not being a playoff team to being a playoff team and winning the AFC East. So right then and there, Cam Newton, if he's healthy, has changed the way people are looking at the Patriots this coming season.
The unfortunate part is he's not healthy, and the Patriots are not going to make the playoffs this year. It'll be very sad. Belichick's going to go cry at home afterwards. He's going to throw away that sweatshirt. Oh, the sweatshirt no longer has any luck in it. Chuck it out. And poor Cam Newton, not going to reach any of those incentives, bro.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But
I totally get what he's saying, though. Yeah, he really wants it, so he's going to go for it. He doesn't care the deal he's getting. He wants to show him, you'll give me more money later. Next year, you're going to give me a lot more.
They might put I think they have an option to put the franchise tag on him next year. So we'll have to see how that works if he performs well this year. Of course, he has two other guys to compete with for that starting spot. So we'll have to wait and see if he's even the starter. I would love for him to be a starter. I am a big fan, like I've been saying about Cam Newton, and I can't wait to see what the season brings.
I could see other players would be upset for him, though. Like, I mean, how long has he been playing?
Oh, wow, he's been playing for a while.
For a while, yeah. I mean, he's earned his money. He's earned his spot on there. He's earned the fans' respect. There's plenty of huge Cam Newton fans out there. They're going to go watch for him. Plenty of Tampa Bay fans, or not Tampa Bay, sorry, excuse me, plenty of Boston fans, I'm sure, are happy to see him come over. He's going to bring in money.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And that's the main thing. I know the game itself is important. I know winning is important, but getting people into the stadium to buy merchandise, buy a bunch of beers while you're watching, get some food.
Yeah.
That's the really important part because that keeps the whole thing going. He's the person to do that. Cam Newton's awesome. I love him.
He is absolutely awesome.
I think he's a great player. I don't think he's as good as he used to be. I don't think it's going to get back that way. But it's no doubt in my mind that he's going to bring in some great dollars into Boston.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And then, we have Hack and Jeff here going for 3.5 and 5 to 6 year average for the lifespan. So you're looking at, if you put those together, like 4 years, 4.5 years, that's not a long time to make your money and go. And again, when you lose the supplemental draft, you might have taken a year off for some people's careers because you don't get better as you get older. Not usually. That's not a normal thing. It looks like Jeff's letting the VB cigars sit for another week before he smokes them. Smart.
Not a bad idea. Let them sit for a couple weeks because they were freshly rolled. You definitely don't want to smoke them right away because they will be too humid to smoke and stay lit. So anytime you get a fresh rolled cigar, you do want to let it sit for just a few weeks, just to let it acclimate and get to that right humidity that you like to smoke it at.
So yeah, just don't. Never hurts. Never hurts.
Yeah. As far as this cigar goes, this floor, chocolatey, a little bit of caramel in there. Not a whole lot of spice. Barely getting any spice in it.
No, very medium for me. And kind of a tight draw. I was actually thinking about giving
I've got a nice draw.
Mine is not so great. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I know it's already kind of late in the game, but knew that was going to happen. Drop my ash. There we go. So I gave it the worst crown cut I've ever seen. I apologize to everyone who has to look at that. That's better. Yeah. A little tobacco in the mouth.
Which is bound to happen with the way you cut it.
Yeah, without bad that cut, yes. But draw much better now.
Let's see. What's crazy about? No, I'm bummed. I was gonna try it, but not too crazy about. Okay, so that's a note that you don't like. Hey, I totally get that. I absolutely get that. I'm not too big on overly peppery cigars. I do like a little bit of spice in there just to kind of liven things up. But if it's just too heavy on the pepper, it's definitely not my thing. Isaac, how you doing?
Hey guys, and yeah, I'm glad you could hear it from us before you end up spending your money on it. Everyone gets different things, but I have to agree with Frankie on this one. There's that chocolate notes here, so it might be something. Yeah, it might be something I wouldn't hand you if I knew for sure. Like if we're sitting in a lounge, like, oh, I know this one tastes a little chocolatey, so maybe not give it to Sterling, But none of what we're looking for, none of that is a bad thing. Like you don't have to like chocolate cigar.
Right.
Totally fine. Totally get that. Love that color though. Yeah, it really does pop. Yeah. The artwork is incredible and the cigar itself is just dark and it's like a dark chocolate bar, basically. It's very nice.
Mm-hmm. Smoke, in my opinion, it's smoking really well too. A little bit of a wave of a burn, but it is definitely smoking really well. Good smoke output, good draw. Ash is holding on fine. I would tap it. I didn't want to fall on the table.
Yeah, absolutely.
But smoking really well, in my opinion.
Isaac, for joining in late, we are having the Flor de la Reina Maduro. I definitely would recommend it so far. Yeah, I think you're right on construction and smoke output. Even when my draw was a little tighter, smoke output was fine. It's just I wanted a little easier draw. That's why I gave it that second cut you guys saw. I didn't do it well, but I still did it. I think that's the most important part.
Right. Yeah. No. Absolutely agree. So things are closing back down in California. Restaurants have closed again.
Yeah.
We got a call from one of our accounts. They literally closed down as soon as Governor Newsom made his announcements that they had to close again. They didn't even wait till the end of the day, so they closed right away. So
they are a corporation, though. I understand. They have hey, the moment the lawyers hear about something, you're closed.
Well, you know what I found that was interesting though is like he's having bars close, he's having restaurants close, but apparently he owns a winery, and they're still taking reservations for the 5th and 6th of July. And they're booked up for the 4th.
I did hear some areas were like, oh, we're waiting until Monday, and then some areas are immediate. I guess it doesn't spread over holidays and cheer. I guess not.
Yeah, and the rules that they had too were weird, like no gatherings larger than 10 people, unless it's a protest and it's 100 people.
Yeah, you can go to Well, I'm having a protest at my house, guys. We're gonna protest raw meat, and what we're gonna do is we're each gonna get a steak. We're gonna throw it on this hot ass grill. We're gonna cook them, and we're gonna eat them in defiance of raw meat. I'm really tired of those raw meat eaters telling me what to do. So we're gonna cook up some steaks. I'll have beer for everybody because I don't think you don't want to be at a protest and overheat in this heat and not have any liquids. So there'll be cold beer and steaks at my protest, and a pool party. A pool protest. I didn't say party at all. No, it's ridiculous. These things are so arbitrary, and I know we've got to take care of people. I'm not disputing that, okay? But let's make the rules make sense in order to do that. And when he said mandatory 3 weeks, I was a little peeved, but it's not like last time where it's like, we're going to shut down until we kind of feel like it's going away. That really irritated me.
I would have been a lot happier if when this stuff started happening, he would have said, everybody take the next week, get whatever supplies you need for your family for 2 weeks. And then after that week was over, they were shutting everything down for 2 weeks, those 14 days, and had everybody been home.
Yeah.
I would have been much more fine with that than the crap that they did. And now they're shutting everything down.
Yeah. Such indecisive action, I think, really led to this. Not this whole, people are just being selfish for themselves. No, I do not agree with that. I just believe people were irritated and frankly fed up after a certain point with all the indecisiveness. I saved my down the street that are retired from deli work. Oh, gosh.
Going to have COVID. 100 employees are now under self-isolation. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. That's
another thing to see. Nuts. If you're working in a very high risk area, get yourself tested. If you are coming up positive, let everyone know right away. And that's how we take care of stuff right away. The numbers just keep going up. And I don't disagree with the positive. I just disagree with some of the other stuff that they're contributing to it. And I'm not trying to say that I don't believe that it's dangerous at all. I'm just thinking that they're trying to blow it out of proportion, just a little bit at least. Like, I think we can all agree it's a little bit, at least, out of proportion to what it actually is.
I definitely think there's ulterior motives as why they're making it as big as it is. But we'll definitely have to save that for another time, more appropriate time.
Unfortunately, I agree. That's the sad part. I don't want to agree with something like that, but it sounds very true, and it feels very true right now, and it makes me need more cigars than hang out here to relax myself.
That's right.
But
that's absolutely right.
The good news is that outdoor stuff is still open, so I hope you guys will take your families to parks and stuff. Again, keep your distance. You'll be fine. I've noticed a big uptick in people actually wearing their masks here in town, even walking around when they're really separate, which I don't think is a necessity. Definitely not in your car. That's the one kind of throwing me off. Like if you're totally alone, you can't protect yourself if you have it. It's a feedback loop of you just blowing your own smoke. Well, anyway, I think it's an overreaction. Definitely costs a lot of money as all employees are getting paid. Yeah, there's a lot of people still getting paid, not doing too much.
I wish I was one of the people still getting paid when I'm not working, but unfortunately, I'm not.
I would love that. That sounds really nice.
It does. It sounds amazing. Just not to be.
That's not how it works. But you know what? You guys keep the show running. We do appreciate it with all the Patreon and the Facebook supporters. There'll be a special 4th of July thing I'm going to be releasing for both of you guys, or you know what I mean, both sets of you guys. Oh my goodness, I feel dumb even saying it that way.
Wow. 45-man crew to 3 of you guys. That's crazy. Wow.
Are they taking care of those 42 guys? Because it's not their fault they can't work. That's another thing. Like I'm not besmirching anybody who's making money still somehow while this is going on.
I just want to flat out sue Gavin Newsom. Like, hey, it's your fault I can't work. Give me money.
Him though.
Yeah,
him directly.
Him and his aunt.
God, I hate his aunt. That's just irritating. Oh my goodness. She's been around so long that she lost an election to a guy Jim Jones backed in San Francisco. She was running for mayor, and there was 3 candidates, 1 local guy, 1 Italian dude, and her. And she couldn't even beat the Italian dude, if I remember correctly.
So early in her career?
This was definitely, well, for her, it was probably mid of her career because she's so dang old. But yeah, I will go back to the podcast, listen to that on, because I think people forget that Jim Jones is actually a pretty heavy political player in one of the largest areas in California. San Francisco is not a joke as far as population and political say in the state, which always tends to frighten me a little bit because I love the Bay. There's a lot of good people there, but there's a lot of crazy people there. And if they're making decisions for the state because of how much they can vote, I don't like it. I do not like it.
Heck, I will say I can no longer support the Bears. I had them as my playoff team to represent the NFC last year, and they shit the bed and really let me down. I had a Patriots Bears Super Bowl, and them Bears, they just let me down. Although I did watch last night on YouTube greatest bench clearing brawls in baseball,
that was fun.
And a lot of them had to do with the Cubs and the White Sox going at it. So those Chicago teams like to go at it. That was a really, really good one. My Dodgers were only in it once, I think, and that was against the Diamondbacks. But nobody likes the Diamondbacks.
There's some blood there. There's some bad blood.
Yeah.
I don't. Why is that a rivalry?
Because it's the Diamondbacks.
Ugh. Arizona. Ugh. Hopefully Samuel's not here. No, I'm just kidding, man. There was the one that surprised me the most. The absolute number one was Canada and Mexico.
Yeah,
getting in each other's faces. They were throwing punches. Of all games, the World Classic, I was not expecting to see it there.
And the commentator was hilarious. He's like, "Well, usually Mexico and Canada, they never have any beef because they have the nice barrier of the United States between them."
Yeah, this case separate.
But yeah, they went at it, Canada and Mexico, and that was a pretty intense one too.
That was some. All of those fights were pretty intense and very entertaining. Get a chance to watch that. I'll have the link somewhere. But it was definitely like bench clearing brawls or something like that.
Yeah. Top baseball bench clearing brawls. They were pretty damn good. And obviously they all start with the pitcher doing something stupid. And matter of fact, the one that started for Mexico and Canada was one of the guys from Canada hit a ground ball, got a first base hit, got a single, and then the third baseman from Mexico signal to his pitcher to hit the next batter,
Yeah.
which he did, and then that cleared everybody.
I'm like, no, screw that. We're fighting.
Yeah.
And I get it. That's fighting. That's fighting things. Well, why would you do that? That's not professional. That's
Yeah.
not classic.
Yeah. But it was a damn good one. So if you guys look that up on YouTube, you guys, I don't think you guys will be disappointed. It was a pretty good one.
Oh, yeah. Very interesting.
They also had worst played calls of the NFL, and one of them on there was when the Seahawks decided to throw a pass in the final seconds of the Super Bowl against the Patriots, where Malcolm Butler becomes a hero and intercepts that pass. When, I mean, you had Marshawn Lynch, arguably the best running back of the year, could have run that 3 yards.
No, I don't think he would have got it. I think he should have passed it. I mean, they had 2 plays to work with. They knew that.
I don't know what Pete Carroll. I mean, obviously we know what he's thinking. He said what he was thinking. He said they knew Marshawn Lynch was coming, so we wanted to do something they weren't expecting. Unfortunately, they had been practicing defending that play for a while with Malcolm Butler. So, but for whatever reason, during the practice, he would always mess it up. But he got it right then when it mattered.
That's all that matters, yeah. That do it a million times. Get it right in that million first when it counts. Bam. It's all that anybody remembers. Like, how often is he going to think back to those practices? Oh, man, I messed it up. Or is he going to think back to the game Super Bowl saving interception? That is such an impressive story. I hope he tells that every day for the rest of his life.
And I'm not a big Richard Sherman fan. And seeing his face when they did that interception, you guys see it. They do a close-up of him. It still warms my heart.
Oh, yeah. When he's like, right when he's about to cry.
Yeah, it warms my heart to this day.
Yeah, it just crumbles in sadness.
Yeah.
And, oh, man.
But that's about it, Mike. That's all I got for today.
Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for me, too. I hope you guys enjoyed it with us. We'll be back on tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. We're supposed to have a shoot, but with everything going on, it's been postponed. I want to keep all the models safe, and I want to keep myself safe. You guys see it was Bobby Bonilla. It was Bobby Bonilla Day yesterday. Yeah, he's got a million, $1.2 million coming to him every year until like 2033.
Nice.
Like that. Well, what is Isaac? Before we go, yeah, if you can spit the numbers at me. I've always heard about how crazy Bobby Bonilla's deal was, but I never really cared. I was like, whatever, it's cool. He got a lot of money. I did not know it was that insane. I had no idea. So we're doing 4th of July. Anybody going to parties? Well, I threw my protest idea out there, but it's more of a just an idea at this point. No, nothing for me. I'm just gonna hang out.
I'll be barbecuing with the family, probably smoking a cigar if it's not too hot out. If it's gonna be hot, I'll probably be in the pool.
It's pretty much the plan. That's the best plan I could think of right now.
Yeah.
I guess not even this COVID stuff. Just stay safe. No drinking and driving, please. Cigars in the car if you gotta. You'll go that route. Yeah, there's been a lot. There's still been a lot of DUI accidents lately. Apparently, I didn't even know that. Like, it's been kind of under the radar because everything else is crazy. They haven't really gone down much. Come on, be safe, guys. I know you guys are smarter than that. Isaac, 1.2 million until 2035. That's what it was.
She says 15 years of getting that, huh?
I mean, I could probably live off of 1.2 million a year. I could try it.
That's crazy.
Dang, Bobby Bonilla. I'm going to remember that from now on. The first.
So 1.2 million a year? So what is it, $100,000 a month?
Basically, yeah.
Holy crap.
Put taxes in there. Say they take 40%. Not even that. They won't take that much.
Even if they take 50%.
$50,000 a month?
You get $50,000 a month?
I could probably do something with that.
That could cause a lot of shenanigans with that much.
I'd buy y'all a cigar every month at least. Yeah, that would happen. That's the way to do it. Yeah, absolutely. That was the smartest thing you could have done.
Yeah.
I think a lot of guys get in trouble taking a lump sum all at once. And there are some huge contracts out there. Like,
I actually saw a thing if you should take the large lump sum or the payments. And
you should take
the large lump sum.
If you're smart with it.
Right.
I don't think we would be.
I would waste it no matter what I got. Whether it's a lump sum or the payments, I would waste it. So,
but here's the thing. Like, okay, you win the lottery, right? And you have at least that guaranteed. So you have, say, $25 million coming in one lump sum or $1.5 million every year for the next however many years. Wouldn't you be able to be at least safer having it every couple months, or do you think you'd go into debt so bad you need to use it every month?
Yeah, no, I'd just take the one lump sum.
See, I would be afraid to take the one lump sum, even though I know it's the smarter deal. The interest is better, even with our crazy taxes. I think I would mess it up. Oh, I really invested all this money in it's called not Enron, but it was definitely Enron, and I lost some of my money. I think that would happen to me.
Or investing a bunch of money in Chesapeake Bay, which was a dumb move. Thanks for that tip.
If we would have sold when it went up, we would have been fine. I would have made like $25. But no, I just lost money.
Yeah, that was bad. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for us. Don't forget, if you guys want in the fantasy football league, we will be posting it probably Friday. We'll post the link so you guys can join it if you want. We have room for 20 total teams. I know a couple of them already taken. Other than that, you guys stay safe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Have a great one, guys.